simply a different pedagogy, meaning a different approach. The emphasis is on looking at things like what are called the areas of interaction. There's some particular approaches that they want us to integrate into the way that we design a unit. So it's how the unit is thought about that's changing. It's not that MYP, it's not a prescribed curriculum. What it really is a way of trying to think about how we're going to deliver the instruction. Much more heavy emphasis on inquiry, which means how do you put students in a learning opportunity that forces them to be the thinker, the learner, pull the relevant information, ask the questions, versus us giving you, directing you, teaching you in the sense of telling you everything and then saying, give it back to me. That's not the International Baccalaureate approach. It's not the MYP approach. It would be more likely to say, so what are the questions that we would need to, what questions come to your mind when you read that, and then if there's things that you need to go and find information about to help you answer those questions, then you become the investigator, the researcher. So it's a different approach. It means a lot of teacher change in a lot of ways, because that's not necessarily the way we were taught as students when we were students. And so I think it's harder that paradigm shift is the, which is why, unlike the diploma program, the middle years program is an evolution. It's going to take longer. It takes longer because you begin to, as I said, to try out, to plan a unit, to try and do this. Then you go and you have to evaluate, well, how did it work? How do I think it, was it effective? Did I really get the kind of thinking I was hoping to get? And then people in small groups are talking about this with each other, and that's where I think the professional development is really going to be at its best. You'll have English teachers together, social studies teachers talking about this unit plan that we were trying in global studies, and evaluating it and questioning it and saying, what would we do differently? And then you go back and you try it again. So over time, it's going to create a group think where you bring good educators together to talk about these units. Think of every subject area team in math, in algebra, or geometry, or whatever. They're all going to be doing this. So beginning now and over the next year, they're all going to be immersed in that kind of discussion and reflection about the curriculum. And then that will just continue to deepen. When I plan my unit, I pick an area of interaction, and I try to teach the particular unit through that lens. So I'm going to teach science, and it's going to be physical science, but if I'm using this lens, that particular area of interaction is what allows me to kind of try and connect with another discipline.